An Anaconda remake, kind of. It's a completely new take on an old cheesy classic. Old cheesy classic, whatever you're looking for, lock it down with the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by Whatnot. Whatnot's a live streaming shopping app where you can buy, sell, or auction pretty much anything your heart desires. Video games, movies, collectibles, hard copies of all kinds are going the way of the dinosaurs, my friends. Grab them now before they become collectible. Retro. Where are you gonna find them in Whatnot? If not on Whatnot, but also perfect for selling stuff, finding in a new home, making room. You do still have listed items to buy without the human interaction element if you want. I've really been digging Whatnot's personal approach. People are bidding in real time, you're bidding in real time, asking questions, getting answers in real time. Laugh, joke, talk about the collectible things you have in common. It charges my social battery, then I just get back to gaming. Gaming the games I get on Whatnot. So click the link in the description, download the Whatnot app, and if you use my link to sign up, you'll get $15 off your first purchase, redeemable anywhere on the app. Not only is it free, it's money in your pocket. Merry Christmas. And now a remake of Anaconda. Well, kind of. Also, fair warning, it might feel like I'm a little low energy. I'm not. I'm spry. I'm peppy. Just trying to save my voice. The last video I did, my voice was starting to go out. Had a cold all weekend. But I still got reviews to do and the top 10 best and worst movies of the year, so I gotta conserve the voice, so I'm gonna try to talk low, though I'll probably inevitably project because that's how I talk when cameras are on. So Anaconda in parentheses 2025, because we in the YouTube space need to title these videos that, which is not a reboot of Anaconda. Rotten Tomatoes really want you to know that. It's a comedic reimagining of Anaconda that kind of breaks the fourth wall in that way. Stars Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Steve Zahn, Thandie Newton. As kids, they loved the movie Anaconda, and now they want to remake Anaconda. So they go out into the wilderness with a ham sandwich budget to remake Anaconda. Little do they know while they remake this movie that used a big CGI Anaconda, there is actually a really big CGI Anaconda out there that they now have to deal with. I mean, to them it's not CGI, it's real. You know what I mean. Funny Jack Black is in this movie because they're basically doing Be Kind Rewind, but with Anaconda. And this is actually a really good idea in terms of an Anaconda remake. It's like 21 Jump Street of Anaconda. Because back in the day, 21 Jump Street was not a comedy. But it was remade in 2012 and made into a comedy. And it worked. So I guess that's the idea here. It's like, hey, what they did with 21 Jump Street, we're gonna do with Anaconda. Though in the movie Anaconda still exists. Like these characters have the VHS. I mean, or Blu-ray, whatever. Or VHS. So it's kind of like Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, in which they also saw the Blair Witch Project movie in... I don't know why that's the poll. But whatever. Point is, new comedic Anaconda movie. A movie in which if you saw the trailer, you've seen the movie. I mean, yeah, there are a couple of other twists and turns in the movie, sure. But it definitely feels like one of those trailers that is the film condensed into a few minutes. There's even one bit in the trailer I wish the trailer didn't spoil. Because when it was going down in the movie, I was like, okay, well, I know where this ends up. Any of the tension, any of the surprise, any of the laughs that might have happened from that, no, I just didn't feel any of it. To be fair, when you watch the trailer, it does feel like one movie condensed into one trailer, as opposed to 2 or 3 movies that this Anaconda movie actually feels like. There's a lot going on in here, man, to the point where I felt like pick a lane and just stick with that. It made the movie feel disjointed. I had a couple of chuckles in this movie, sure, but nothing that really locked me in. I didn't leave the theater being like, wow, that was a surprise. This is definitely the kind of movie you release to capitalize on that Christmas movie theater rush when Avatar's out right now. I mean, it's bold, also kind of stupid. The funniest joke in the movie is this very subtle one, and it's funnier than anything the actors actually did on screen. And that is the fact that their Anaconda remake that they're making in this Anaconda reimagining movie is titled on the script, The Anaconda. Because that's what it is. You either have the title be a plural, Anacondas, which does exist, or you put the in front of the singular, the Anaconda. I don't know, it worked for me. It was this kind of behind the set film humor, and it landed with me. Though this movie does have a lot of that film humor that if you're a casual moviegoer, you're not gonna give a fuck. They're inside jokes, everyone's having a good time on set. If you know a lot about movies, you'll get them too. If you don't, you just want to clock in for an Anaconda comedy, you might be like, but why do I care? All right, this is gonna sound ageist as hell. I don't mean for it to, but it is also unintentional humor that the premise of this movie is, hey, a bunch of 50-something-year-olds get together to remake an Anaconda movie while trying to appear 30-something. Like, there's footage of them as kids all making their home movies together after Anaconda came out. 1997. Jack Black in 1997 was getting his arm blown off by the jackal. Like, he was a grown-ass man in 1997. I think they should have leaned into that more. I don't know why. I do get a chuckle out of that concept. A bunch of aging folks want to remake an Anaconda movie, make it look like the cast of Cocoon out there making Anaconda, or the Anaconda, actually. Wilford Brimley was 49 in Cocoon. Oh my God. Yeah, I kind of feel like Jack Palance in the Burton Batman. It's like, I got no words. I just... drink it up, man. Wow. So yeah, they should have gotten the crew of Cocoon to make an Anaconda movie. Bring some young blood on set. This is a movie where that dopey, unskilled, yet ambitious nature of the characters is primed for 20-something or 30-something year olds. I don't know, it just kind of takes me out of it. I feel like you could have had some up-and-coming younger comedians play the characters here. I feel like everything's a parody now. I blame Stranger Things. Thandie Newton was completely wasted in the movie, I felt. The biggest nail in the coffin for me, it's a comedy, and it's not really that funny. A couple chuckles, sure, but that's as good as it got. So in the end, Anaconda 2025 is one of the movies of 2025. It absolutely has dime store Tropic Thunder vibes, but 21 Jump Street did the concept better, Tropic Thunder did the premise better. I mean, it's a 90-minute movie. I appreciate that. It's only as long as it needs to be. That being said, it feels so much longer than it actually is. Same director as The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, so I was looking forward to this one. Unfortunately, I left disappointed. It's one of those things. It's the epitome of, I'm not gonna remember the movie. As in, I'm not gonna remember it in T-1 day. Yep. Already forgot. I know that because as I'm filming this, I can only half recall the movie now. All right, so Anaconda 2025, that is. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? What do you think of the original Anaconda? Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.